In this section, we will cover the basic presentation skills that are most applicable when pitching investors. This section consists of 2 lessons. This is the first video. These are the 3 basic presentation skill topics we will cover in this lesson. When you're designing your slide deck, keep in mind that the listen to me pitch should be designed to support you as the main focus of the presentation. Also keep in mind that less is more. If you have too much up on the screen, people will be trying to read it instead of focusing on what you're saying. Your audience cannot multitask. They can't read and listen closely at the same time. So if there are a lot of words, detailed charts, or too much information on your slides projected up on a screen, your audience is going to be trying to read that and they're not going to be listening to you. However, we've all seen people have too much stuff on their slides. So why does this happen? The main reason why presenters have too much information on their slides is this quote from Mark Twain. "I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote you a long one instead." What's true for Mark Twain's letters is also true for the slides in your pitch deck. Distilling down takes time and effort. You'll have to draft, edit, practice, get feedback, re-edit, iterate many times. Less is more, but I'm definitely not saying that less is easier in terms of presenter time, preparation, and practice. However, what I am saying is it's really important, so you need to do it. Kawasaki has a good guideline for the less is more concept. It's the 10-20-30 rule when pitching angel investors. No more than 10 slides, no more than 20 minutes, and no more than 30-point font, which keeps you from putting too much text up on your screen. Now look, I would think of this as a guideline. It's not a rule. There'll be times when you want to use more slides or fewer slides. For example, the foundation pitch deck has 12 slides, counting the cover and the conclusion slides. However, 10 slides in 20 minutes means 2 minutes per slide. That's a pretty good guideline. And 30-point or larger font definitely is a good guideline to use so you don't put too much text on your slides. The other important thing to keep in mind is the old saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Not only can you convey a complex idea with an image, but you can also convey emotion in a way that you cannot do with text. As you plan each slide of your slide presentation, try to use a picture, a graph, or some visual that summarizes the concept. This way, the audience will look briefly at the picture, but they'll be listening intently to you as you speak. Now, this won't work for all slides, obviously, like slides with financial information where you need to show numbers, but minimize the use of text where you can. Pictures and graphical representations of your slides will make a much more compelling presentation and also keep your investor audience focused on you. These are some tips for cutting content when building your slide deck. Write quickly and then edit slowly and try to distill down to the least number of words possible. Embrace verbs, drop adjectives, put any extra slides in the appendix. Don't send the appendix slides to investors in advance, but have them available when you give your verbal presentation. Then if you get a question during or after your presentation, you can skip quickly to that slide to answer it. I've used this concept of putting slides in the appendix effectively many times with entrepreneurs who have a hard time cutting down to fewer slides in their verbal pitch. That concludes video lesson 1 for basic presentation skills. We'll see you in the next video.